Hello friends, tonight I've got a story that'll send chills down your spine. This isn't some urban legend or a tale spun from imagination. This is real, a first-hand account from someone who lived through it. Picture this, a deserted subway platform in the dead of night. The last train has long gone and the station is swallowed by silence. Then, out of nowhere from the pitch-black tunnel, a train glides in. No sound, no announcement, just pure dread. Sit back, turn down the lights, and listen closely. This story will pull you into that night, that station where something unnatural waits. It was 2018. I was working as a public service worker at a subway station, filling in for military service. I'd been there about a year, juggling day and night shifts, barely keeping up with the chaos. Our station had a strict closing time. Once the last train left, we'd usher passengers out, lock the gates, and call it a night. That night felt ordinary. Clear skies, crisp air, just another shift winding down. Or so I thought. The last train was approaching. Passengers trickled out and the platform grew quieter by the second. My coworker, Jay, let's call him that, and I were getting ready to close up. But in the corner of the platform, there was this homeless man. Worn out clothes, face edged with years of hardship. "Sir, it's the last train. Time to go," I said gently. He grumbled, spitting out curses. "I'm staying right here," he barked. It wasn't unusual. People like him often lingered. Jay and I exchanged a glance, shrugged, and kept moving people out. Finally, the last train pulled away. The platform was empty, and all that was left was locking the gates. But then, Paul's lower voice, a faint clatter echoed from the tunnel. Clack, 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 clack. Jay froze. "Didn't the last train just leave?" he whispered. I nodded, confused. Maybe it's an empty train heading to the depot. But something felt wrong. Depot trains don't stop. They speed through. Yet this train, it slowed down. It stopped right at the platform. The doors slid open. No announcement, no hum of engines, just silence. My heart started pounding. "Jay, what's going on? This isn't right," I muttered. He was shaking now, his eyes wide. "Let's call it in." I grabbed the radio. "Control, this is the station. Why is this train here? Can you confirm the train number?" Static, no response. I tried again. Nothing but dead air. Jay sprinted to the driver's cabin to check. "There's no one here," he yelled. "No driver, no one." The air felt heavy, like it was pressing down on us. No cigarette smoke, no signs of life, just an empty train sitting there, waiting. Then, control finally crackled through. "Station, what train? There's nothing on our system." We checked the train's number. My blood ran cold. That number, it belongs to a train decommissioned 5 years ago. Scrapped, torn apart, reduced to scrap metal. "Jay," I whispered, "this can't be real." His face was pale. "Is this a ghost train?" I called our supervisor. His voice was steady, but I could hear a tremor. "You're not the first," he said. 20 years ago, there were stories. A train that appeared out of nowhere. No announcement, no driver. It stopped, opened its doors, then vanished." He paused. "Whatever you do, don't get on that train. Don't ever get on." His warning hung in the air like a curse. And then we remembered the homeless man. The one who'd been cursing at us earlier. He was gone, vanished. We'd seen him on the platform just minutes ago, but now, nothing. "Hey, did he get on?" We stared at the open doors, frozen. The next morning, they found him. In a park near the station, frozen to death in the cold. We checked the CCTV footage. There he was, muttering to himself, staring into the void like he was waiting for something. Then, he moved like he was boarding a train, but the footage showed nothing. No train, just empty tracks. The story doesn't end there. A few days later, our supervisor pulled me aside. His eyes were heavy, haunted. "Forget what you saw," he said. "That train, it's been seen before. Old-timers say it's a train to the afterlife. Only those close to death can see it, and sometimes it takes them." My stomach dropped. That man's last words echoed in my head. "I'm staying right here." Was he even alive when we saw him? Or was he already waiting for that train? This wasn't just a one-off. Other workers at the station had stories. One saw a train years ago, its windows filled with shadowy figures. Human, but not quite. He refused night shifts after that. A janitor swore he heard whispers in the tunnel after a train like that passed. Someone was calling my name, he said, but no one was there. It was too clear to be a hallucination. These stories have become legends among the staff. We even found records. 50 years back since the station was built, there have been sightings. The train to the afterlife, it's not a myth, it's real. So, friends, what do you think? Next time you're at a subway station late at night, listen carefully. If a train pulls in without a sound, without an announcement, don't get on. You don't know where it's going. Since that night, I can't help but glance over my shoulder when I'm on a late night platform. What if it comes back? Be careful, friends. That train, it could appear anywhere, anytime, and it's waiting for someone.